This story comes to us from Variety.com. And yeah, he was convicted again from coast to coast. He's the rapist with the most. Harvey Weinstein convicted on Monday on 3 charges of rape and sexual assault. It was in a split verdict. The jury acquitted him of one other charge and could not reach a unanimous verdict on 3 other counts. But the jury convicted Weinstein of raping an Italian model identified in the trial as Jane Doe number 1 at the Mr. C Hotel in February of 2013. He's the guy, of course, if you don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, he's the guy that kicked off the Me Too movement. The jury acquitted him of the felony sexual battery of a massage therapist identified as Jane Doe number 3. And they were split on charges involving 2 other accusers, Jennifer Siebel Newsom and Lauren Young. The jurors voted 10-2 to convict him on a charge of sexual battery against Young and 8-4 in favor of conviction on charges of rape and forcible oral copulation of Siebel Newsom, who, by the way, both these women can come back and now sue him civilly, which doesn't take as much. It's not... it's only a preponderance of the evidence in a civil case. So they can actually come back and file a civil suit. This was, of course, his criminal case. Now, Judge Lisa B. Lynch declared a mistrial on 3 charges on which the jury was deadlocked. District Attorney George Gashon said the office would decide later whether to retry Weinstein on those accounts. And, of course, we know George Gashon. Yeah. If you live in Los Angeles, he's not a favored DA. Now, Weinstein was seated in the courtroom in a gray suit and showed no obvious reaction when the verdict was read. Attorneys Gloria Allred, ooh, she's a monster. If you go up against Gloria Allred, you know you lost. I lost. Attorneys Gloria Allred and Beth Fegan, who represent many of his accusers, were in the audience. Now, in a statement, Jane Doe number 1 thanked the prosecution for believing in me and fighting so hard for all the victims, including me, in the trial. She went on, quote, Harvey Weinstein forever destroyed a part of me that night in 2013, and I will never get that back. The criminal trial was brutal, and Weinstein's lawyers put me through hell on the witness stand, but I knew I had to see this through to the end, and I did. I hope Weinstein never sees the outside of a prison cell during his lifetime. He probably will. I don't know, maybe not. He faces a maximum sentence of 18 to 24 years in prison on the charges on which he was recently found guilty. Now, the jury's work is not done. They'll have to return to court, today, to hear arguments over aggravating factors which will influence his sentence. Now, remember, he was convicted in New York as well and is still serving part of that 2-year sentence. 2 years. So that's why I said I don't know what he's going to get on this one. You think he's going to get 18 to 24? This 70-year-old former filmmaker. Now, it goes down. It's kind of lengthy. I'll put a link to this story in the description box if you want to read the whole thing. But the biggest thing is he was convicted in New York before, and he's been serving on that sentence. Now he's convicted in Los Angeles, and today you'll get to see pretty much what he'll be serving on that one. I'll look for it and see if I can do a follow-up if I can remember that. But, this is big news. This is huge news because he's the one that kicked off the movement. Me Too.